Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve, back again with my friend and my model, Bobby D.
What's up, Steve?
Welcome back, Bobby.
Thanks for having me.
You're getting bigger every time we shoot, huh?
Try, man. Try to be like you one day, Steve. Young Steve Michaels.
You know, I have just so everybody knows, I have so much fun shooting these videos. And I met Bobby a few years ago, and to be frank with you, I've never met a nicer young man in my life. I mean, he is an amazing person, a great son, a great friend. You know, someday he'll be a great father. And I'm saying it in front of him. He didn't expect me to say this because it's just so much fun to be able to do these videos with him. He's super successful at his Bobby Dunlap YouTube channel, and you got to check that out. And, you know, I admire the younger guys with all this YouTube stuff and all the social media stuff. So I'm just trying to hang in there, Bobby, with you. You know, you think you're a young Steve Michaels. Well, I'm kind of like an elderly Bobby Dunlap. How's that?
Hey, you got it, man. Rocking it.
All right, but you know, thank you for being my friend. Let's say that. And you know, this content all comes from the heart. There's so many different ways if you really, you know, study this stuff where, you know, David DiMuzio would tell me, oh, you're spending too much time talking about this and that. And he's like amazingly successful. And he's one of the guys out there as well that got me started in this. But he's like, man, he's Mr. Business. He knows like YouTube. And I'm just like, hey, let's just shoot some video, right?
Videos, yeah. Figure the rest out later.
So Bobby, thanks again for stopping by. You know, I had so much fun the last time we shot a video about fashion. It would really, you know, like I really like that. And I mentioned in that video that I am not, you know, Mr. Fashion, right? I mean, I'm not like, look at me and, you know, look at the designer and all that. I just don't want to be noticed, right? I just don't want to be like, hey, that guy has really bad fashion.
No, not you, Steve.
Okay, as long as it's not like, dude, like, what are you doing? So, you know, we had talked about it in that video, and I got a lot of pushback from a couple friends who saw it. They were laughing. They, you know, I'm trying to do, that's not comedy, but it's just what I see. And I think it's funny. Basically because I go to the gym and I'm not ever training with anybody, maybe a few times with you,
yeah,
okay?
Sure, yeah.
And that was great. So, you know, this is the stuff I see. So it was funny how we shot the video. We were talking about the goofy belt that these guys wear that they don't really like make it work for their width, and it's just like a fashion thing, and it's a really bad fashion thing. And, you know, we talked about like the white socks with the sandals and all that stuff, right? But anyway, so I thought of 100 more, and I just wanted to talk about it. So anyway, you ever see these guys that walk around in an airport, right? And they got the airplane pillow for sleep in the airplane, and it's literally around their neck. Like it's not like they're carrying it. And I get it.
Have it on.
I get it. It's like, wait a second, Steve, give the guy a break. He's got like a backpack, he's got a briefcase, he's got a rollaway, and he's got around. But you know, can you put like the pillow like around on the little thing on the rollaway? Yeah. Like it's just such a bad look, right? So it's funny because, you know, they call it, and I want to walk up to the guy. Of course, I'd get knocked out probably, right? And say, sir, you know, I apologize, but I'm part of the like Steve Michaels fashion police, okay? And you're not allowed to wear that neck pillow. You know, it's a neck pillow. It's actually called an airplane pillow, and you're not on the airplane yet. And imagine the guy looking at me. I'm like, it's not an airport pillow. It's an airplane pillow. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyway, anybody out there that puts it around their neck is after they get through security, you might want to try kind of putting it around the little handle there, right? That would be a better look, right? Yeah. Anyway, okay. Hey, how about when you're, you know, going out with your girlfriend or your family or by yourself, and you're walking through the mall because you got to pick something up at the Apple store? How about these guys in the middle of the mall that fall asleep?
Was that you, Steve? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I got to take like all kinds of stuff at night to fall asleep because my mind's always racing and I can't stop. And I'm like, oh my God, like I got to slow down and calm down. And of course I can't drink alcohol and all that. So it's like, how do people sleep? Here's a guy in the middle of the mall sleeping. So the point is, it's like, it's not really a good look, you know? No. I mean, the guy's mouth's open, he's snoring, he's like, you know, in the middle of the mall. Like I understand, like that's what the lounge area is for. It's comfortable. These malls are now beautiful and you walk through but I don't know, you fall like sound asleep, right? Not really a good look, right? Speaking of malls, Bobby, have you ever seen those, you know, you go through a mall and they've got these like massage chairs. They look like they're like $10,000, right? They got all the little pressure points and you put in a couple dollars and you're sitting there while you're waiting for somebody. How about the guys that like are freeloaders with the massage chairs? They're just sitting there.
I see a lot, yeah.
Could you imagine, hey, like let's start a business, right? Look, you got $100 grand, like let's I got $100,000, I think.
Set up a couple chairs.
Let's get some chairs. Let's get some contracts. Isn't this great? Now we don't even have to be here. And they'll just put in the money when you see these guys on their phones and they're just like sitting there. Like, it's just such a, but the point is a really bad look. You know, if you want to pick up a girl there, I think sometimes young guys go to malls, I think, to pick up girls. You might not want to do that, right? One of my biggest complaints about fashion, Bobby, and this goes again into the gym because I'm in the gym a lot, is what I call the toe condom shoes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, actually. Yeah, I've seen those. It's been a minute.
Okay. So, again, not an attack on anybody. I mean, I'm a big fan of Eastern medicine, reflexology, meridian lines in the body, and all that stuff. But these look like slippers for these men. They look like, actually, they look like without like the whole fin. They look like you're going down to the Keys and you're going to put on like, you know, the whole, you know, what's it called? The rubber suit, you know, the scuba diving suit. Yeah. And it's all like, you know, whatever material that is, rubber. And the feet got to go in, you know, got to have the fins to swim. But this is like without a fin, it's like a rubber foot. And it's got each individual toe is cut out. It is so stupid looking. I cannot. So this is what's really interesting, right? I see it in the gym, not a lot anymore. I didn't think it ever made it. But I'm on an airplane. I'm in, actually, ironically, the New York area. And I'm in like row 33 on the aisle, right? So, you know, you got nothing to do. And, you know, I'm kind of, not that I have status or I wouldn't be in row 33.
You're Steve Michaels, man.
But they let you get on the plane first and then you got nothing to do but watch people get on. So this guy comes on and he's like well-dressed. I mean, he's you know, he's not wearing anything that's outrageously stupid looking, or he looks like a middle-aged guy, maybe even a little over middle-aged. And he actually had hair.
Nice.
And all of a sudden, as he comes up closer, he's got the toe condom, like whatever they're called, webbed feet. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, man, like, you know, and I would never, ever, ever say anything to anybody, ever, because I don't want to get punched in the face. And I'm a karate student, so they tell you not to, you know, engage with people in that regard. But I feel like saying, like, what were you thinking? Waking up in the morning, you're going to go to the airport and put on these goofy shoes that almost look like you're trying to create an attention of like someone to say to you, like, you know, that looks like I've never seen so ugly like shoes. It's just like really, really bad. Okay. So I don't know if that makes you laugh, but it makes me laugh. And definitely I wouldn't go shopping for toe condom shoes, especially when you go to the gym or an airport. Another one is that these guys that go to the gym that try really, really hard to look like Mr. Fashion, right? They try really hard. Now, again, I don't put a lot of effort into it. I just know that like a bright red top and maybe like a bright blue bottom isn't going to really go. So I know to kind of somewhat, you know, kind of blend in, right? Like I'm not trying, you know, Converse sneakers, that's my thing. Chuck Taylors. I'm not saying that's Mr. Fashion, but it doesn't draw any attention, but they're not like orange with little goofy things on there, right? So it's just like, let's just get through the day, right? But these guys that think they're Kobe Bryant, right? Especially the white guys, not for nothing, but what's with the pantyhose under the gym shorts? Like, what is that, Bobby?
I know. I'm guilty of it, Steve.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, you know, all right. So I'm not gonna talk out of both sides of my mouth. But Bobby, your body's incredible. And what I was gonna say, and I mentioned Kobe Bryant. You know, there is something to be said about guys and girls that have incredible bodies that pretty much can do whatever they want, right? But I'm talking about, not for nothing, but guys that aren't built like you.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you know, and the other thing is like the same guys will. So they got the are they called pantyhose or what are they called underneath?
Yeah, because we use them in football. They're like kind of like compression, but okay. I've used just the leggings.
So the leggings. Okay, leggings. Okay, so pantyhose might not be the right.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so all right, so leggings. So the men are wearing leggings underneath, and then they wear the gym shorts
underneath it. Yeah.
All right, mainly I thought because it's cold and they want to keep warm, but maybe not, right?
Yeah, I just did them for like leg day usually or something.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do
Okay.
it, yeah.
Okay. So
you can throw my picture on there, Steve.
I don't know. For some reason, if I saw you wearing the leggings, not pantyhose, underneath the gym shorts, I'd say that looks pretty good on Bobby because you have a really good body. I don't want to sound like discriminatory or anything, but like, you know, when you got big belly and you're like, you need to work out for like a solid year to lose like 45 pounds, what's with the leggings?
That's fair. Yeah.
You know, I mean, but they could have some orthopedic issues. I don't know. I'm just saying what maybe other people say or maybe what other people see and they don't want to say it. Yeah. These same guys, Bobby, how about doing legs, speaking of legs, where everybody's like taking the shoes off? Like, Like what is that? Like taking the shoes off. So it's like, not only are they wearing sandals to the gym, which makes zero sense to me. You need some support, right? But I mean, I consider myself, and you know, we've had this channel for a couple of years now. I'm not getting on here talking about myself in regards to body and fitness and all that. Maybe we will at some point. We did shoot a little video in the gym, but I am a pretty good leg guy. Like legs are my thing.
That's true.
And I have never taken my shoes off once in a lot of years. And yet I'll see somebody that's just starting out in the gym. And by the way, I feel everybody deserves a trophy when they go to the gym. It's not easy to go to the gym, especially when you're out of shape. So don't, this is not me trying to pick on people. This is just fashion advice, because the hair ties into all of it, right? Starts here and goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Okay. So taking off the shoes, I mean, listen, if you show me a guy who just won, you know, the NPC Las Vegas show, and he's over there in the corner on the leg press, you know, pressing 1,200 pounds, and he's got his shoes off, I might pay attention. I might try taking my shoes off. But, you know, unless you look like that or you look like this, like, I'm not following that lead. So let's try to keep the shoes on. And then the last one is not a big deal, but this is kind of funny. You know, you see these people like in Disney, where they're at a casino. Usually it's around the buffet area, like the touristy, probably on a cruise ship, except I don't go on cruise ships. I'm afraid of the Poseidon Adventure, that it's going to go down. So these people, they like to sit because I guess they're tired. They're walking around, especially in a casino. And they try to sit in an area where, like, you can tell when they built this beautiful atrium with the buffet and all that stuff, and they got these area where like the plants are near the escalators, and they got these little like spiky things so people can't sit there. So I'm saying to myself, well, that guy's sitting there because he's really skinny, right? You don't have much to sit, but then what about that person who's got a few extra pounds? Is that called discrimination?
Could be. Yeah.
Anyway, it might not be a good look to kind of squeeze yourself in that little kind of area, find another place. Maybe go get a room. I don't know. You know, try to get a. Maybe go out on the boardwalk if you're in Atlantic City. This is all the stuff I picked out over the majority of my life, and now I'm able to say something. But the bottom line is, Bobby, of course, we always come back to the center core, which is the hair. Right? So now that you guys out there have either gotten on the medication, it's because we saved your hair from falling out, or you've gotten on the medication and saved your hair and got a hair restoration procedure like Bobby and myself, and now you're looking good. These are all fashion tips that can parlay on top of that, because if you have the cool hair, they don't mean so much, but we still want to kind of put a little effort in.
For sure.
Am I right?
I think you're right.
Am I too old for fashion sense?
Nah, never stayed.
Right? So I'm just trying to help everybody. Keep the comments coming in, because you can pick on me. It's okay. I'm okay. I can handle it. And by the way, I got the Chuck Taylors on. There's no toe condom shoes.
No condom.
You got any toe condom shoes on?
Just
all right. Hey, I hope you like this and it entertains you. Keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.